Hi, this is Glenn with Crimson Lotus Tea. Today we are in Yiwu Old Town. This town has a very, very long history. It's been here many centuries. Still a lot of pu'er tea processing is done here. You can see little roasting stations all over the place. There's a few gardens a little further out. Not much is actually grown like here in Old Town. Old Town's really fun for exploring. Not as much fun if you have a vehicle. It's really hard to get vehicles in and out, so we parked a little ways out and we're just kind of like walking around and exploring. So I just wanted to take you guys with us and show you around, see what we can see in Yiwu Old Town. Well, how cool is that giant dragon teapot? We're in the center of Yiwu Old Town, and it's a nice little courtyard here. And pu'er tea museum, which I have never actually seen open, so I won't be able to show you inside. It's closed today, it's closed every time I've been here. A lot of the buildings may look old, but they're newer construction. There are some significantly old buildings here, Qing Dynasty era buildings. A lot of cool old style with courtyards. I really like seeing places like that. Then you notice right off there in the distance, they're actually growing tea. So then they'll pick and process that. And there's a few places to get stuff pressed around here. A couple cute little tea shops in these dark little hidden alleys. It's a pretty cool little place. It's a really sharp contrast to Yiwu New Town, which is basically like half a kilometer right down the road. Yiwu New Town is just, it's crazy. It's growing so fast. It's hard to even recognize it. It's got a crazy hustle and bustle. It just kind of never seems to stop all day, all night. This is another really amazing piece of Yiwu Old Town architecture. This building has been here, according to the science, since 1838. I really like the old style Chinese architecture. I like that they actually replicate that a lot with the newer buildings, but use a lot of the old style and the old techniques. Sometimes the newer made stuff looks just as old as the old stuff. It's made with all the same techniques. It's hard to tell the difference. This is a really cool little spot. Check this out. This is a Qing Dynasty tea shop, and this tea shop opened in 1732. This is just sitting here in Yiwu Old Town. It's awesome. They've got their own tea gardens, and they brew their own tea. It's gorgeous. It's a really cool little place. A lot of amazing history in this town. This tea shop specifically was closed down during the Cultural Revolution, and then it was taken over by the Chinese government, and they auctioned it off. So the current family owns it because they purchased it. But it's pretty cool. This is a really old building, old architecture, and it's from a very long time ago. This is pretty cool. We were invited into this old Yiwu family's kind of like their little personal museum. They got a lot of stuff that has been passed down from generation to generation. These are old saddles for the tea mules, an actual old woven blanket that the tea mules would have done, and then a lot of different variety of really fun like bells and things, which are pretty cool. Some of them some really nice sounds. I think the Tea Horse Road would have been more musical than people realize. Of course, a couple little knives. Those look modern, but you got to protect your tea on the Tea Horse Road. And then these are pretty cool. Really old stones. Really old pressing stones. It's pretty awesome. It's really cool to be able to see some old antiques like these. Getting outside of Yiwu Old Town just a little bit. I'll hike up and show you a pretty cool spot up near the top. Right up here at the top of Yiwu Old Town. This is beautiful little spot. Has a significant part of the Yiwu tea trading history. This is supposedly one of the original gathering places for tea in the area before it was sent out on the Tea Horse Road. A little bit of a hike to get up here, but such a beautiful, beautiful little spot. Some really, really massive old trees. Stuff's all new. This wasn't here last time. It's kind of cool. There's something. Every tea trader's got to have this with them. They still do to this day. It's a tobacco water bong made out of bamboo. Fill it up with water and like smoke this local tobacco through it. And it's actually quite enjoyable. They've got some amazing local tobacco in Yunnan. It's really nice up here. It's very peaceful, very quiet, relatively quiet. Still got a lot of chickens, but chickens everywhere. Here we go. Kind of see down into Yiwu Old Town. See some of the Yiwu Old Town tea gardens out in the distance. On the other side of this mountain, you can see into Yiwu New Town, which is a lot more modern buildings, much busier. It's Yiwu's got a lot of history. Yiwu was one of the original 6 famous mountains, and the tea from here was a tribute tea to the emperor. So Yiwu's been highly prized for a really long time. It's good material, and because this place was Han controlled for so long, there's a lot of really in-depth documentation that you don't find in a lot of other places. A lot of other places, it was primarily word of mouth, passed down from generation to generation, but the Han were better at records keepings. So there's a lot of really useful information that is known about the history of pu'er tea processing in Yiwu. Thanks for checking out our video on Yiwu Old Town. I like Yiwu Old Town a lot. It's a pretty great place. A lot of really deep, rich history. It's kind of fun to walk around, check out the old buildings. If you like the video, like and subscribe. It'd be great. Share the video with anybody that might find it interesting. Thanks so much.